What's up, Pokemon trading card game fans? Welcome to episode 99 of the Special Conditions podcast, where our love for competing and collecting collide. Special Conditions is part of the Pokemon Professor Network, and today is Tuesday, January 11th, 2022. It's a new year. I'm one of your hosts, Adam Tuttle, and I am joined by my co-host, Ken Pescator. How are you?
Look, I'm not going to get ahead of myself, but we're on episode 99. That's really close to 100. That's really close.
It's pretty
to
close. I mean, it's not that close. It's like one away.
That is exceptionally close to 100. But I'm doing good, man. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic.
That's great. That's great.
You know, per usual.
Per usual. If fantastic is your usual, then that's a good usual to have. So I'm with it.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good.
We have a lot of stuff to talk about today.
We do have a lot of stuff to talk about.
And we're not even going to talk about Brilliant Stars yet.
Oh my gosh, don't even get me started. The Pokedads shared a picture of a hyper rare Charizard, and it's just like, stop, please stop. Anyways, on today's show, card of the week is Gengar VMAX from Fusion Strike. Pokemon.com shared a deck list that we're going to run through. I've been sort of obsessed with Digimon, and we should talk about it.
Dude, you're more than obsessed. You're
yeah, you know what kills me is like I just want the decks that you have.
I'll send them to you.
I just want them so much.
They've been sitting on my work desk for like months.
All right, and then we're going to tear into our TCGplayer.com packs of the week. Golduck is our featured card art for the week. And then a Florida man has been busted for stealing Pokemon cards.
I can't wait to talk about that.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Well, there's something interesting here that's not what you would expect, but we'll get there.
Well, on the Lurd Up podcast we just recorded, LA people got fired for playing Pokemon Go on the job.
Not just LA people, LAPD, LA police officers.
And then lastly, we'll end the show with the fact that Creatures sent out a really nice 25th anniversary deck to their employees.
It's the hotness.
It is the hotness.
I want the box that it comes in. So cool.
You want the box that it comes in? You can't have it. Sorry. It has like a nice little like...
I'm not a Creatures employee, so it's okay.
So you can't have it. Okay. All right. Jumping straight in. Gengar VMAX from Fusion Strike. Sits at a whopping 320 hit points. Dark type. It's a single strike Pokemon. For 2 darkness energies, it's got Fear and Panic. This attack does 60 damage for each of your opponent's Pokemon V and Pokemon GX in play. Okay, that's not bad, but it's not the best. That's workaroundable.
Yeah, but the GMAX move is legit.
Well, first off, VMAX Gengar is like a giant face with a hole. It reminds me of what's the tiger thing in Aladdin?
Oh, yeah.
It's the Cave of Wonders, but it's the lion. I don't know if that's a...
No, it reminds me of like a fun house. Like the Gengar's tongue is like a drawbridge, like that's like leading you into its mouth to have your soul gobbled up.
It's a Mario Kart track. That's what it is.
Yes.
Into Gengar's mouth. Its second attack for 3 darkness energies, GMAX Swallow Up, does 250 damage. It says during your next turn, this Pokemon can't attack. Like, at all.
250 is big.
It's big. And then with the single strike energies, you can get that rocking 270, 290. So, I mean, you can do a one-shot, one-hit KO on this, but you're going to need like 4 single strike energies.
But weren't we talking about like something where there's a good amount of V and VMAX Pokemon that are in that 230, 240 hit point range?
Yes. Yep.
So like even with the base damage of 250, this thing is a threat. And once you stack on some, damage modifiers to that with the energies or whatever other tools or anything, this thing is legit. I think that I really enjoy this because this, for me, would be entertaining to watch in play because it has that big attack power. That's exciting for me. It's like watching like a good quarterback play football. You're like at any moment, that they could throw like a huge pass. this is when with GMAX, this GMAX Swallow Up. I would just wait for Gengar to like just completely ruin someone's day, and one hit KO, something they just took 4 rounds to build up. That's what I'm talking about. I love it.
Listen, and then the alt art card for this looks like Gengar's in Lavender Town, and it's just swallowing up everything.
Yeah, it's like,
I mean, it can't be Lavender Town
trees.
because it's got the berry trees, but still, it's got like haunted houses in the back. Unless those are phantoms, or I doubt it.
No, they're houses. I love it. I love the alt. I mean, I don't know. I've always said the alt arts are like way better. I don't necessarily think it's way better on this one, but it's definitely better.
Yeah, it gives it more personality, but that's about it. And I do like the little homage, or if you will, to the little apple core that's been eaten. That's a quote unquote leftover.
Yeah,
or leftovers.
Nice.
In the TCG, it's in the TCG. It's in the video game. It's in what's the new one? Unite. It's in Unite.
Yep.
Also, want to shout out to Unite. They have a snowman in the shape of a Delibird.
Oh, you love it.
Yeah, it looks so good. It was just in one of their announcements.
All right, what about Gengar V to get this entire party started here?
All right, to get this party started, Gengar V is sitting at 210 hit points, darkness as well, as far as its typing. Dark Slumber does 40 damage, and then your opponent's active Pokemon is now asleep. You know me, I love my special conditions. And asleep is one of those conditions where it's just a coin flip. It doesn't hurt them unless they get tails. And then they can always just use a switch to get out of it, so it's kind of not the best. I would rather it do 1 darkness energy for 40, even if it was 30 and put them to sleep. I'd be more happy with that.
Interesting.
Because then it would give it more viability. But I get the fact that the argument is because it's single strike, they can make it have higher energy costs to attack.
Okay.
Because
right.
then you can do the damage multipliers with the single strike energy,
and
get that 40 to 60 real quick. Or if it's just you set it down and have 2 Houndooms, you can get it doing 80 real quick too. So, I mean, it is a threat. And then it has, for 3, Pain Explosion, 190, and then put 3 damage counters on this Pokemon.
First of all, I love the name of that attack, Pain Explosion. Phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal.
They could have just called it like a really upset stomach.
Well, I think that when attaching explosion to it kind of makes it make sense that you're putting 3 damage counters on yourself. You know what I mean?
Yes, Because normally if you have explosion,
flak damage.
you just do enough damage to kill yourself.
Right.
Like on Claydol. Or self-destruct, sorry. That's usually what it is.
So I did a little digging on this card. I saw a lot of people talking about it pairing well with Single Strike Urshifu, specifically because of the benefit of the Single Strike energy working with Dark and fighting. I thought that was really cool. And again, a lot of people just saying that the Swallow Up has KO power, so it's fun to play. May not be the best, but fun. I'm in on the fun.
It puts the in fun, you know? Yeah, so this article on, or the deck list, I should say, on Gengar VMAX is just a straightforward strategy. It's 4 Gengar V, 3 Gengar VMAX, 2 Crobat V, and a 4/4 Houndoom. Kind of like where I was going with all this. It's got 4 Hiding Energy, which gives Dark Pokemon free retreat, and then 4 Single Strike Energy. So 8 energies in this deck in total. Because I guess the theme would be you only want to have like 1 or 2 powered up at any given time.
At a time, yeah.
And you can do that, but imagine if like 3 energies were prized or 4. Oh, that would stink.
So with the no energy retreat on the dark types, I guess you could plan around the GMAX Swallow Up attack, right?
Yes. So that's exactly what they're for.
Yeah, use the attack, bring it back, and then essentially be able to use that GMAX attack again on your first return trip back to the active position.
Yeah, and I mean, your typical supporters. You got 4 Marnie, 4 Professor's Research, 3 Boss's Orders, 1 Piers, 1 Xena's Resolve, 3 Tower of Darkness. That power to just discard a useless single strike card and just draw 2 is huge. Evolution Incense, 4 Great Ball, 4 Quick Ball, 4 Urn of Vitality, and 3 Switch.
It
Not
seems
bad.
like a real practical deck.
It is very practical, and it's straightforward. It is a very pick up and go deck. You can't necessarily do anything wrong.
Except go up against Duraludon.
Yeah, but other than that, you can attack, and it's pretty good. You have consistency, and me and consistency. I enjoy it.
Nice. Well, definitely check out the blog so you can see what these cards look like and pick them up on TCG Player because they're pretty sweet and they're inexpensive and easy and fun to play. Give it a shot. Adam, we need to talk about Digimon.
Let's do it. Let's open that digital gate.
We need. Talk to me, man. Talk to me. You okay?
I am okay. I am doing more than okay. Digimon has been the thing I've been obsessed with recently, which is why my content has lacking on my end, because I go to work, all I think about is the Digimon TCG. I think about all the strategies and everything that is involved with this game. It is so well put together. and I know, like, at first I was kind of hesitant, but I was like, I saw it on TN Comics, their live stream for their booster break opening or whatever. I bought a few just to see, what the cards were like. I think I bought 2 of the structure decks just to kind of like mess around with and just see. The rest is history. I basically have not stopped playing, and I've participated in a bunch of tournaments through all of this like downtime, if you will, for the TCG.
And this is there's no online element, right? Like you're doing
there's
IRL tournaments.
So I'm doing in real life tournaments, yes, but I was also doing online regionals and stuff. So I've been participating in tournaments. I haven't done the best, but I am having a lot of fun.
But wait, when you do your online matches, you're playing with physical cards?
Physical
just
cards,
online?
yep, 100%.
See, that's cool. All right, that's cool.
Yeah,
that's
and
cool.
so it's just been really exciting and meeting a ton of new players and just having fun building decks and just trying them out and being able to go to a league and like hang out with people again has been a world of a difference.
And how many of the people that are playing Digimon at these tournaments are coming from the Pokemon world?
A lot. So that's the thing though. It's a lot of the people that were playing it, but not necessarily competitively, and they're getting into competitive Digimon. Like I played a guy, I want to say last Friday. We were playing in a tournament, and he said that he's been playing like Magic for 17 years or something like that, and he's like, I picked up the game, and he's like, I haven't gone back. He's like, this is such a fun, fluid game. It's got a lot of people hooked. Me as one of them.
Now, how readily can you get these cards though? Like, I've never been looking, but do they have them at like Target and Walmart and stuff, or do you need to go to like an LCS to get them?
LCSs right now typically should have them because it's highly requested, but the big box retailers can't get a bunch of it's like they'll get a shipment, like a wave, and that's all they'll get.
It's like allocation issues.
Yeah. It's more that the card shops are getting them first.
Hey, man, I'd rather the card shops get them first.
Yeah, but that wasn't the case at the beginning. It was kind of like reversed. It was like, no, they need to put them in stores. But when you see them in stores, it's like you'll see like a couple structure decks and like maybe a couple packs.
Well, it's interesting, man. I think that I'd imagine, because I know you, what really is attracting you to this game is the ability that you can go play at a shop against people and sit across from somebody. Because the spirit of that from a Pokemon perspective has been lost for the last 2 years. There's no events.
Yeah.
Like even at the local level. So it's like something's got to pick up that slack.
Even looking into the future of Pokemon TCG right now, live is the only thing that's going to keep it alive. I think it should be called Pokemon Heartbeat, because it's what's going to it's honestly what's going to keep the TCG like competitively like a thing. Because right now all you have is the TCGO, which is
down for maintenance.
With the amount of money that Pokemon has, and with the amount of years that it's been active, and by years I mean like a long time. I don't know the exact date of when it started, but it's been around. It should not look the way it does.
I don't even mind the look. I'm just talking about the functionality, the user interface, like. But let's be real here. Yeah. What's your hot take? When do you actually think TCG Live is going to launch?
I think it will launch alongside regionals? And big events happening, because it'll get the buzz going, and Pokemon's not dumb. They know what they're doing. So if anything, it'll be like a couple weeks before regionals and just get everybody super hyped about regionals. But that's providing regionals still happen.
Right. We were just talking about that on Lured Up. It's not looking too great, so we'll have to play it by ear. But yeah, we might have to fall back on TCG Live, or worst case scenario, the good old TCGO. But remember, they were planning on taking TCGO offline for like a month before they did the full migration of the servers to TCG Live. So if that's going to happen, then they would essentially have to take TCGO down in February to meet the March timeframe for regionals. So
I think that's what's going to happen.
Dude, that's like so soon. I don't know.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
It would be awesome. And so I'm
excited for TCG Live. Back to Digimon.
Same. I really am. I'm really excited to want to. I don't know. I guess it's just the impending, like when my brain is stuck on something, it kind of just doesn't stop. Like if I have to be somewhere, it's kind of like I can't do anything until like I just gotta wait and then go. I don't know what that's called. It's something. I know. I looked it up, but we're like it just keeps hitting at me. So it's like I know that the TCGO will just go offline at some point, and I know they're gonna give us an announcement about it. But like knowing that it's already out the window or out the door, like it's got one foot out. So it's like I don't really want to invest time and like play because I'm waiting for live. You know what I mean? It's really hard to explain other than that. But what really like draws me and like gets me so excited about the Digimon card game is that unlike Pokemon, or I guess like Pokemon, is that there is like the quote unquote 6 prizes. Now, I'm not going to get into all the game mechanics and everything, but I'll go a little bit. I'll touch on the basics, but effectively you start the game, you put out 5 security cards. And so when you attack the player directly, you flip over one of those security cards. And the fact that like all of these cards can work in so many different ways, you know, you can have essentially like a supporter, and it just comes on into play out of the security, and you don't have to pay anything to play it. Where you have a memory gauge, which is also so sweet. It is the coolest and most fluid way to keep track of how many resources you have. There's no energies that you play. It's just like whoever goes first starts the game at 0. And so if you drop a Digivolution or Digimon that says 2, it's now your opponent's turn, but they start with 2. And let's say they play a 3, they drop something for 3, and then it's back to your turn, but you have 1 memory.
So there's a lot going on here that is very different than Pokemon.
Yeah, and it's so cool because like you can hit things in security, and it can just be a basic like Pokemon card. It could be just like a, I don't know, I guess like a Charizard. And it has 120 hit points, and because your attack is only 10, your Pokemon gets knocked out type thing. That's like the only way I can put it. It's just whichever number is higher, essentially. And then there are some that might have a low number, but they do something when they get checked in security. So if you have a Charizard that you attacked me with, and I had something like it de-evolves. I mean, it's called de-digivolve, but it would take that Charizard and put it down to a Charmeleon again.
Yeah, so that's like an absolute mechanic that you don't see. I guess
Yes, yeah, and so
spray.
there's things that can happen on your opponent's turn, and like there's things that you can do. There's like stuff called Blitz, and they take a lot of they mix almost like Pokemon and Magic, and make them into one game. That's pretty easy to learn, and I'm absolutely in love with it. And I also started playing a little bit of Magic, but I didn't.
Oh
invest.
no!
So like the TLDR, all my coworkers, they all like kind of play Magic, and the way I am with Pokemon is how my coworker is with Magic. Very passionate, loves to think about the card game and building new decks and strategies and all this stuff. So we've kind of hit it off. And like I said that he's like, I just want to play card games. He's like, if you play Magic one week, we'll play Pokemon the next. And so, I'm teaching him how to play Pokemon.
That's a slippery slope, dude.
Right. And I told him, I was like,
dangerous.
I said, listen, I'm not going to invest any money. It's literally just like I'm like not buying cards.
Hold on, I'm making a timestamp. Adam said he's not going to invest into Magic. All right, just wanted to make a note.
Okay, thank you.
Well,
it's just one of those things where it's like I said there was a strict limit of like $20. Like that's the max I wanted to spend, and to this day, that's pretty much where I'm at. Because I just bought like common cards to just build a small like common deck.
Adam, you invested money into the Magic.
Yeah, I know. All right, but anyways, I was given a lot of cards too, so it wasn't like
sounds like excuses.
But anyways,
denial is a
it's just
river.
been fun to play like, and like it's just been fun to play physically again. And it's like I'm learning stuff in Magic that I can take over to Digimon, but all my Pokemon can be brought over to Digimon, and like honestly, it's a fusion of the two card games. It's like everything I love about Pokemon with like the mechanics of Magic.
Oh man. Oh boy. Well, how about this? I write this ship and bring it back to Pokemon World, and we open some Pokemon cards. Do you even have any Pokemon cards to open?
I had a pack. What is this? I have a pack. Yeah, I have a pack.
All right. I have Vivid Voltage.
I have a Fusion Strike.
All right. Good. Here's my Vivid Voltage code: 67NM9G6-2KTQNX. And these packs are courtesy of TCGplayer.com. Please check out our website, Special Conditions TCG.com, for the link to our affiliate link on TCGplayer.com. Anything you purchase using that link will help out the show. So if you're buying singles or anything like that, please check out our site, grab that link, bookmark it, do your shopping, and it helps us out, and you don't have to spend an extra penny to do so. Here we go. Vivid Voltage. We have Water Energy, Alistair, Matang, Kakuna, Chatot, Joltik, Cottony, Mudbray, Slugma. My reverse is a Skidoo, and my rare is a non-hollow Terrakion. Ugh. Sad face.
I can't believe it.
Wait, hold on a second. I'm doing something unprecedented here, Adam. I'm opening a second pack.
Say what now?
Hold on. I had my other
Hold
one
the phone.
pre-opened and it
Hold
was
the
nice and
microphone.
no noise, but I'm ripping into this right now. It's another green code card. If I have to open 3 Vivid Voltage packs, I will. Lightning
but you can
Energy,
still get a-
Nessa, Krokorok,
Amazing
Excadrill, Whalmer, Cottonee, Clobopus, Electrike. Execute. My reverse is a Pick-a-Peck, and my rare is a non-holo Lucario. What?
Can you stop with that? All right.
Oh,
I've got a fighting energy. Don't come at me.
All right.
My code card is RM6XD4R W7V 9GW. Good luck. I got a Snom, a Snorlax, a Phantump, a Makuhita, a Dreepy, a Primate, a Shauna, Corvisquire. My reverse holo is a Luxio, and my holo is a Steelix.
Dude.
No, the Steelix is baller.
Us.
190 hit points, powerful at rage, does 20 times the amount of damage counters on this guy.
Yeah, but it doesn't have fancy artwork or fancy letters.
It's
in the
coming
title.
out of the ground.
Awesome. But yes, thank you, tcgplayer.com. Please check out our website for the link to bookmark so you can do your shopping and help out the show. We would appreciate it. All right, Adam, let's shift over to Art of the Week.
Art of the Week.
We've got Golduck. I think while I run through these, you can prepare the RNG for next week. But I got 4 examples here. Pretty diverse offerings. Check out our blog at PokemonProfessor.com to see these cards in person. The first one is coming from Breakpoint. I like this because Breakpoint is the set where I returned into collecting at scale. Like, I would always buy Pokemon cards here and there, but starting again with Breakpoint is when I started buying like booster boxes and ETBs and all that kind of stuff. So this set is kind of near and dear to my heart. And it's Golduck essentially surfing, which is really, really cool. And the artist is Mitsuhiro Arita. So we've talked about Arita plenty on the show. He's legendary, tons of Charizard cards and things like that. So Arita is an absolute legend. But this one's really cool because Golduck literally looks like it's like
clawing into the wave.
In waves, yeah, like a water bender. It's like super cool, and he's just kind of like kind of looking happy. So definitely dig that. And I kind of went down like a Arita rabbit hole, and I realized that he did another Golduck card. It's actually Dark Golduck from the Team Rocket set back in the day. I've got a example here of a first edition version. Golduck is shooting like a, I don't know, would it be a Psybeam?
Yeah,
Psybeam from the jewel on its head. Super cool.
Back then, they couldn't get the attacks right. It was Super Psy and Third Eye.
Yeah. Super Psy. It's so cool looking at the old style of the cards too, like with the big frames around the artwork and everything. But very, very cool card. Seeing the Psybeam, and it has like transparency, so you can kind of see parts of Golduck's head and its hand like through the Psybeam. Looks really, really cool. Nice reflection on the water. Definitely dig this artwork. But I always think it's funny looking at pre-power creep, like Dark Golduck, 60 hit points.
But
always
its attack
funny
for 3 was 50.
I know, 50 hit points. Like, it's
there was no way he was one shot in another Golduck.
So funny. It's so funny to see how small the hit points were on some of these older cards. Super, super good.
But something tells me this would be a draw card, because Third Eye, you can discard one of the energies and then draw 3 cards.
There you go.
That doesn't seem bad, honestly. For back in the day.
For back in the day, 1 energy, sure. The next one we have here, and I know very, very little about these e-reader sets.
This is my favorite one.
Aquapolis. So this is Golduck from Aquapolis. This is illustrated by Sumiyoshi Kazuki. We've talked about Kazuki before. This is the artist where the art looks like crayons. Like, it's almost like, I don't know, if you had a coloring book and then you colored it in. Very, very plain, solid, almost like cell-shaded style. But you have like this lookout tower and Golduck kind of swimming away from it. Very, very cool
looks
looking
like
card. And then,
Golduck's escaping from prison.
Yeah, right? And then with the e-reader kind of framing around it, it just adds to the look of the card, because the card art itself has yellow in the art, and then the border of the e-reader thing is all yellow. So it kind of fits the palette really well. I don't know anything about these e-reader cards, man. I was out of it during the e-reader generation.
I was as well.
So, but very cool looking. Very, very, very cool looking. 70 hit points on this Golduck. And then I wanted to do something a little bit more modern, and we have Golduck from Evolving Skies. This is illustrated by Kyoko Umimoto. This is... We've talked about this artist as well before. Super distinct style where there's a lot of like layering and blending and stuff going on in the background. This illustrator's done like over 160 cards, so very, very experienced artist. But it really looks like it's in water, but you could tell that there's like a psychic connection here because it kind of looks like Golduck's gem on its forehead is like glowing and it's kind of floating in a little bit of an aura or something like that.
It looks really cool.
It looks really, really cool. And you get a good look of its tail too. So it kind of has a very like aquatic lizard feel to it, but with the beak and everything. It's just a really cool style. You get to see the webbing between its fingers and toes. So just really, really unique.
120 hit points.
Oh, look, there's the power
for
creep.
2 energies, 70 damage.
Yeah.
It's come a long way.
Not bad. And it's the other thing I thought was cool here was when we look at the Breakpoint card, it has it's a water type, right? Dark Golduck, water type. Golduck, water type. This Golduck, water type. But look at the attacks. So the Golduck from Breakpoint uses water energy and colorless energy. Then the old one, the Team Rocket one, it's a water type but uses psychic energies. The Acropolis card uses psychic energies and colorless energies. And then with the Evolving Skies, back to water energy. So I always thought that was cool the way they kind of flip-flop a little bit on the attacks where you could have a specific typing to the Pokemon and then specific
Yeah, they do that
typings
with
to
a
the
lot of
attacks.
different Pokemon.
Yeah, I like that. Definitely like that. So very cool. Make sure you check out the blog at PokemonProfessor.com so you can see what art, what this art looks like. Let us know which ones you like best. I'm going with the Dark Golduck is my favorite out of this batch.
I'm going to have to say the Acropolis one.
Nice.
All
Let
right.
us know which ones you like best.
Drum roll, please.
The RNG.
And the winner is Zweilous.
Ooh.
Zweilous.
All right. I've made the note for next week.
And I just ruined it because I put the picture between the words.
Did you see the fake Pokemon Go infographic that was going around for
Yes, with
Dino
all the dragons
family?
having.
But it was like Zweilous and like with the multiple hats on each head, like a hat on each head. I was like, dude, it's so fake, but I love it. It's so good.
I was so there
the
for it.
Hydreigon
I
with
just
3
wanted
hats.
it.
So,
Like I'm not
so
one
good.
for hats on my Pokemon Go Pokemon, but I was so there for that.
Yeah,
I was like,
give me the
please.
three hat one. So good. All right. Well, I think we're ready to take a little breaky break. It's been a half an hour or so.
All right, let's take a break and we'll come back refreshed.
All right. We'll be back right after this.
Hello, trainers. We are back. We got a little housekeeping real quick. This podcast is powered by Patreon. You can check ours out over at patreon.com/PokemonProfessor, where you can support this show for as little as $1 a month. That $1 is going to get you access to our patron-exclusive Discord, which is a fantastic place filled with fantastic people. All patrons are eligible to participate in our monthly Pokemon Go and TCGO prize tournaments. Registration's in the Discord, and we hope to see you there.
All I'm saying is I already got some deck lists for the tournament in January. Mika sent over a deck, and she's got a spicy list. I'm just saying. There's some good stuff happening, so very excited to play.
And then we just want to give a huge shout out to our gym leaders, Absolutely Ryan, Dig Dug Rob, Grant, Jamal, JD Mojo Jojo, Magikarp Diem, TN Comics Wiz, and Big Za Minus. And an even bigger thanks to our executive producer, Tish Smith.
Woohoo!
If Patreon isn't your thing, you can still show your support by connecting with us on social media and other podcast platforms. Check out PokemonProfessor.com for links to everywhere you can follow us, leave reviews, and check out our merch.
Sweet. We got a feel-good story now, Adam. Or maybe not.
Yeah. A 23-year-old man was detained by police officers after stealing Pokemon trading card game booster packs from a Florida Walmart, according to a local outlet, WLFA News. In an affidavit by Largo Police, the department said that they had stolen over $350 worth of TCG booster packs off the shelf. Ken, that's $350.
I mean, if it's boosters though, dude, that's a lot of boosters.
Like, where were you hiding them? The suspect then opened them in the retailer's bathroom before walking out with them in his pocket. What? Drake was eventually arrested after going back to the same store a second time and taking $292 worth of Pokemon cards this time. However, this time, the Florida resident was confronted by a Walmart employee and handed over to the police.
All right. A little bit to unpack here, right? Phenomenal that he was able to actually hold $350 worth of boosters and get him into the bathroom, right? But this is what struck me, right? We've seen so much negativity and stuff surrounding the Pokemon TCG at these big box stores, like from scalpers, and they're fighting each other and all that messy stuff, right? What I thought was really interesting here was the dude was opening the cards in the bathroom. He's not a scalper, right? Like, right. Is he just trying to build a deck? Like, dude, what card do you need?
He's like, I got a regionals in March. I got to prepare for this.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why? Like, why, dude? Why? Like, where did he put all the trash? Like, all the wrappers from all the packs that he opened? Like, can you imagine, like, opening the stall at the bathroom door and it's just covered in cellophane?
I mean, at least open them and then, like, no, because that's even worse. Putting them back on the shelf.
The fervor, like the noise of just like, you know, like all the packs. Like, it's like he walks out completely like stiff-legged because all the cards are lining his pants. Like, so funny. But
the Jinko jeans, they came back just for this stealing of cards.
Maybe he didn't care about the cards. Maybe he just wanted that like dopamine hit of ripping into wax, you know, ripping into packs, you know. They're just like kind of like, I just want to open them. So
maybe he
funny.
was searching for I mean, I don't know which packs they were, but like what would you be searching for? Honestly,
like I really need these Rebel Clash packs.
I'm really looking for that hyper rare boss's orders.
You see these Darkness Ablaze restocks everywhere?
Yeah,
dude, there's Darkness Ablaze everywhere right now.
It's Ablaze.
Don't steal it though.
Don't
buy it.
Don't please buy it.
Or don't buy it.
whatever you want to do. Just
so good. Just don't steal it.
All right, Ken. You ready for the next topic, or do you still want to talk about?
I'm actually really excited. I went down a little rabbit hole with this.
All right, so Creatures sent out an incredible 25th anniversary theme wooden box to TCG illustrators and possibly other employees that contained a pouch and a special never-before-seen Creatures deck.
So good. So good.
The backs of the cards all have details from the Creatures corporate history, with all of them being holographic. A similar 20th anniversary deck was distributed by Creatures and was sold at auction for $11,200. This deck may even bring more than that.
Dude, it's nicer.
Put up for sale. It's so nice.
Nicer. It's nicer than the 20th anniversary one.
This box is super gorgeous. You open it up, it's got the deck on the top, and then it's got a energy symbol pouch on the bottom.
It's like a cigar box. Like it's super high end. Oh, it's so nice.
And the best part about this is like the original like hand drawn, like what you said earlier, which was like a napkin drawing of like the Chansey card, and they just like put it in there. It's so good.
So there's like I said, I went down a little bit of a rabbit hole. There's a bunch of videos that are popping up, but shout out to PokeGuardian.com because they put together a nice little landing page aggregating all the illustrators that have received these cards and shared content. So a lot of them are just put up like Instagram stories of the cards. So they've captured those stories and put them up on PokeGuardian. So I'll put the link in the description. But there actually is a couple videos of the cards and the decks, and you could see like the Chansey card, it looks like it's hand drawn. It's super cheesy, but then when you flip it over and you have the corporate history, it looks like a super high end like info card. So it's super cool the way they did it. And it just essentially details the timeline of creatures over the last 25 years. It's very nice. It's very, very cool. And it's like, it's very easy to forget the whole creatures dynamic, right? Like there's Pokemon Company, there's Nintendo, but then there's also creatures who are responsible for essentially, you know, the monsters themselves. You know what I mean? Like there's Game Freak. Like it's so crazy how many different brands and companies are involved with the franchise.
There's a lot of hands in the pot, if you will.
There's a lot of hands. So it's cool to see the creatures logo itself like on the deck box that they sent out. And isn't it's 30 cards, right? But they said you could play with the 30 card deck?
Yes.
That's pretty neat. I thought that was really fun. And
yeah, because I was kind of confused as to why there were so many different energies and stuff in there, but it's all because you can play with all these cards.
Yeah, it's 30 cards and they give you 32 sleeves. So they actually even had like, you know, 2 additional sleeves in case you mess up or whatever. But I can't imagine these things possibly staying off of eBay. Like someone is going to sell one. Like I could see this going for $15,000.
Yeah, and I mean they can always say like, "Oh, well, I gave it to my nephew and hopes that he would cherish it forever."
Transfer the liability.
Yeah. Oh gosh, did I just give somebody an idea?
Yeah, right. I'm gonna take a quick peek at eBay. Just gonna run to eBay real quick. I'm gonna put in creatures 25th anniversary just to see if anything has popped up yet. And the answer is no. So nothing yet on eBay. But I'd imagine it's coming soon. Coming soon to an eBay near you, a $15,000 deck from creatures. But I wonder how many they sent, because it doesn't say how many they sent, but you know, there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of illustrators over the years, like, and they're saying like potentially other employees of creatures that were non-illustrators got these as well. So who knows how limited? Maybe they made 500 of these things. Who knows? Either way,
you got to think like maybe like a
undertaking.
game designer like for the TCG at some point, you know? Who knows?
But would that person be an employee of creatures, or would, you know what I mean? I don't know.
Well, maybe at one time. Like I don't know.
I don't know. It's super cool though. I really wish I had this, but maybe I'll throw a couple pictures of it in the blog, or at least the link. But definitely check out the description of the podcast or the video, however you're consuming this, so you can link over to Poke Guardian, so you can see what the stuff looks like. They are super good. I want that Chansey card so bad.
You could just I could draw you one.
I know, right? Draw it on an actual napkin and just cut out the rectangle with scissors.
Yeah, I'll have Ashton
just
do it for you.
Tear it along the edge of the table, you know, just oh, so good. Adam, I think that's it.
But before we go, we want to give a huge thanks to our show supporter tier patrons, Ace Trainers, Adrock, Alex, Andrew, Brian, Chad, Carol, Chris, Cody, Garrett, GStacks87, Griggle 788, Harry, Heracross Boss, James, Jason, J Mackle, Justin, Ken, Lady Goobly Meat, Malcolm, MD Raber, M Pitts, Pokenavbot, Purple Pancakes, Ricky, Sam, Smeatwad, Steven, Winston, and Woodwose Wolf. Whew. Thank you all.
That's a lot. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it.
All right. And if you want to reach out to us, please do. info@specialconditionstcg.com is our email. Voicemail, text, and picture line is 732-835-8639. Let us know just what your thoughts are. Have you played the Digimon card game? Do you not want me to talk about it ever again? That's what Ken hopes, but I actually really like it, so I hope somebody wants me to talk about it. Because I will. But remember, trainers, if you're affected by a special condition, don't forget to use a full heal.